Good morning, everybody. I'm Mike Kern with the Missouri Valley Football Conference here with stellar running back Zach Zenner of South Dakota State. Good morning, Zach. How are you?
Morning, I'm doing well.
Great. Well, let's talk some about your season this year. The Jacks have had a strange year, losing three in a row at one point, but finishing strong. A big game this weekend against Youngstown State, and certainly a playoff bid probably on the line this weekend in Youngstown, Ohio.
Definitely, yeah, it's a big game. It's a must-win game. We've been in a must-win mode for some time now, and this is another one, our final one on the list anyway, for now.
Well, Coach John Stiglmeyer, your coach, has mentioned many times that every game you want to go, every week you want to go 1-0, and this is no different this week. Certainly talk about the tough opponent you have this week against Youngstown State.
Yeah, they're a good team. Watched a little bit of film on them. Good team. Seems like an athletic defense. Physical and athletic. So we're going to see what we can put together this week. And hopefully get the ball moving against them.
Can you comment on your career? You were the nation's leading rusher last year in the FCS, and you're having another great year this year. You're number 3 nationally. You lead the conference. Talk about, if you could, your rushing career so far as a Jackrabbit.
Well, I think it's a product of the entire offense working hard to get the running game going. The thing about the running game is it takes everyone. Even down to the receivers. Blocking the man that they need to block in order to spring. Maybe run for 10 extra yards. So it's really a product of a lot of hard work by our entire offense.
When you're not working on football, what are you doing on campus? What are you studying? What are your plans? I know you got 1 year left as a student athlete for South Dakota State, but what are you doing off the football field?
Off the football field during season, I'm doing a lot of studying. I'm a biology pre-med major. I'd like to go to medical school someday and be a surgeon of some kind. I'm not sure what. And so I'm doing a lot of studying for tests. I don't usually have a lot of assignments, but it's a lot of tests. The main sciences. Right now I'm in biochemistry, immunology, and physics.
And a lot of folks have commented that football and the teamwork you experience on the field is certainly a beneficial thing, and what you will learn off the field. Can you comment on that? I presume that holds true for you as well.
Yeah, definitely. Things in football that you learn, through football definitely help, and things I do off the field. And then also this other way too, things that we do together as a team off the field help with our teamwork on the field.
Last year, the Jackrabbits in the playoffs handled Eastern Illinois in the first round, and then had another game against your arch rival North Dakota State. And certainly, you're looking forward to an opportunity to have another game against somebody in the playoffs Thanksgiving weekend. Talk, if you could, about the Jackrabbits' second half push in the season and getting in a position to make the playoffs.
I think I mentioned it earlier, but we've been in must-win mode for. It seems like, after we lost to Missouri State, I think everyone on the team felt like if we lost again, there wasn't going to be a chance that we were going to make the playoffs. So since then, it's been, like I said, in a must-win mode, trying to, fight for one more game together.
Zach, the experience last year in the playoffs, does that help your team this year in preparation for it? It's certainly, like you said, your playoffs started probably right after the Missouri State game.
Yeah, I think it does help, especially in terms of how much longer the season felt last year. We added 2 more weeks of practice, 2 more games. It makes a difference. But most, a lot of people experienced that last year, so I think it helps.
When you're on the road, who's your roommate? Who do you hang around with on the football team? What do you guys do?
Me and Reggie, another running back, Reggie Gandy here. We're usually roommates, and we do a lot of sleeping. We sleep a lot on road trips. We enjoy that hotel bed. All the pillows in there, big old bed to yourself. So we sleep a lot.
And your game at Youngstown State this weekend, outdoor stadium. I know that that's something that you guys have, with the only grass field in the league, certainly an advantage at home, but you're headed to a turf, but it's outdoors and it's going to be cold likely. Does that matter to either team?
No, I mean, especially because I think it's going to be cold for them all the way leading up to the game. I think the only way that would matter is if it was cold only on Saturday. Neither team had really practiced in that weather, but we practice in it all the time. I think a couple weeks ago it was like 18 degrees out here at practice. So we're going to be ready for the weather, and they are too because they're going to be practicing in it as well. Like I said, I think the only way it would have an effect is if we couldn't replicate the cold conditions, but here in South Dakota we can certainly do that.
It's never cold in Brookings.
Right.
Yeah. Well, we're looking forward to Saturday's game. Certainly a big game in the conference, a big game for South Dakota State, big game for Youngstown State. We hope both teams are playing after this Saturday in the playoffs, and best of luck to you, Zach, and thank you for joining us this morning.
Yep, thank you very much.
All right, bye-bye.